Okay, I would like to give you a brief overview of Chung Dahm Learning and how their business operates and in their efforts to get new instructors to work for them. During my experience with Chung Dahm and their training week, their mistreatment of me after the training week, I feel that I'm qualified to give you an insider's view of how Chung Dahm really works and how their recruitment process really works. Um, because the way that the recruitment process is uh, presented to you as an applicant before you actually arrive in Korea is blatantly dishonest. So I'm just going to go through a few things that are actually part of the recruitment process and a few things that you will be told, a few things that will be written in various documents that are either dishonest or, just completely untrue, that are lies. So, um, a few of these things I've already explained in other videos, but after losing my case against Chung Dahm, I actually placed a written account of my experience on the internet with, about my experience with Chung Dahm and losing the case against them, and in this account that I posted on the internet, which I think has been taken down now. I encouraged others who had failed Chung Dahm training to contact me by email. And after I posted this on the internet, I received several emails from various individuals from different countries, and all of them had failed training under quite similar circumstances that that I had failed the training under. So I exchanged many emails with these people, and after conversing with these people via email, I actually discovered a lot more about Chung Dahm's dishonesty than I actually knew before. I had a pretty good picture of how Chung Dahm worked, after failing the training and, all the other things that I've mentioned in my earlier videos. But just communicating with these other people, they just mentioned a few extra things, and it was sort of like, the last pieces of the puzzle sort of falling into place, and then I completely understood what was going on. So, first of all, I just like to draw your attention to a lie contained within the contract which you receive at the start of the recruiting process, well, while you're still in your home country. This is actually several lies. Here's a clause out of the contract that I'll just read out to you. The instructor will submit his or her original diploma to the Chung Dahm Learning Recruiting Center on the first day of scheduled training as an assurance of such degree being in his or her possession and available to submit to the Ministry of Education on the first day of teaching, and will receive back the original diploma at the end of the scheduled training week. Returning of his or her diploma will not be conditional based on the passing or failing of the scheduled training, but will be returned regardless of the instructor's performance during the scheduled training week. Okay, there are several lies here. First of all, submitting your degree to the Ministry of Education. This is a complete lie. This is Chung Dahm's attempt to get you to hand over your degree to them. It's just completely untrue that you need to submit your degree to the Ministry of Education. Chung Dahm is a hagwon. This is private education sector. The private education sector in Korea, which is unregulated. You do not need to submit anything to any ministry of education. I worked at a private school, a private elementary school, after I got screwed over by Chung Dahm, and I did not need to submit anything to any ministry of education. This is completely untrue. Second thing, and this is what I found out after communicating with a few other people that had also failed training, sort of like 6 months before I had failed training. This second part about they will return your diploma at the end of the training week regardless of whether you fail it or not. This is another lie, and in communicating with a certain individual that had failed the training about 6 months before I had, he actually told me that he had given them his original degree, And when he failed training, they actually told him that he had to pay for all of his hotel fees, and that if he did not pay for them, he was not going to get his degree back. So basically, why Chung Dahm wants your original degree, it is not for the Ministry of Education, it is not for Korean immigration. They want this so that they can hold you to ransom if you happen to fail the training. So if you fail and you've given them your original diploma, that means that they will force you to pay the entire cost of your stay in the hotel, or you will never get your degree back. So this guy was telling me all of this in an email, and I thought, oh, this all makes sense now, because they got really angry with me at the start of my recruiting process when I refused to give them the original. Luckily, I never gave them the original, so they never asked me to pay for hotel fees. But to those who did give them the original degree and failed training, that is what happens. They force you to pay for your hotel fees, even though it says in the contract that hotel, like the accommodation in the hotel during the training, will be provided by Chung Dahm free of charge. That is another lie. If you fail training, they will make you pay for it, and they will not give you back your diploma. So this guy that told me all of this, he said that he did actually pay all of his all the money for his stay in his hotel, and he said even after he did it, they still didn't give him back his diploma. So they told him that he had to leave the country and that it would be mailed back to him. So he went back to his home country, and he got it something like 6 weeks later in the mail or something crazy like that. So here's a very big lie that Chung Dahm does not want you to know about, that this is why they want your original degree. They want it so that if you do happen to fail the training, which may not be your own fault, it's probably the fault of the trainers or just the training center in general, it's not going to be at any cost to them. So if you fail the training, they will have lost nothing because they're going to make you pay for your entire stay in the hotel.